You can hear me chewing? Can you hear me talking? You can hear me? Woo! Thanks, James. And thanks, Lindsay. Alright. So, glad I didn't make a big thing out of this and like announce a stream or anything because that was stupid. Nothing works. I know, my webcam's like freezing up. Very low. Let me see what I can do about that. Okay, is that any better? I don't think that's what I meant to do. Aha. 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 All right. Testing. Can you hear me okay? These pretzel sticks are so good. I should probably have someplace else to put my keyboard, because I can't type with my artboard in front of my keyboard. Do I sound better, by the way? Can you hear me? A little teeny, but I mean, can you hear me okay, or the volume, is the volume okay? Oil can! Hi, Karma! Yeah, alright. Sorry guys, this is like my first go at this, so everything's all wonky. Let's see, turn off face tracking. Would I do that through my OBS or through my Logitech software? I'm gonna try configuring and stuff. There's so many different things to configure. Alright, I'm trying to turn off follow my face, and it's being beauty. Which means something. I just don't know what. Technology is hard. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be an option in the OBS, unless maybe I have to not be streaming to get those options. Also doesn't seem to be allowing me to change it the Logitech webcam controller. Probably because it's in use. Alright guys. Should be on to configure if I recall. Okay, that would be in the OBS settings. Video maybe? No. Alright, if I click on my webcam and go to properties in the OBS, there's a configure button. And when I click it, a thing! Yeah, there's a... Have fun, James. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for your help. Alright. Karma, I see it. It's in front of me. There's a little checkbox. And it says follow my face. It's checked, but I can't uncheck it for some stupid reason. Ah! Just want to draw. Okay. Maybe if I restore to defaults. Ah! Did I destroy everything? It's no longer following me. Yep, alright. Thank you. So, I'm just gonna work on a drawing that I'm finishing for a book that I'm working on. This is kind of an impromptu stream. I'm just trying to see if I can conquer technology or if I'll be conquered by it. So far, we're both pretty messed up, me and the technology, but I think I'm winning. I might get like a TKO on the tech setup. Thanks for your help. It's good to have friends. So I'm working on some illustrations that get inserted in between text. I don't know this. I'm gonna try to move my oh wait, no, not move my camera. I'm gonna try zooming in with the controller. See if this works. Where is my controller? Twitch is being silly. You may want to remove the nudity artwork in the previews, sadly. Did I have nudity up there? Snap, I just like loaded a bunch of folders. I didn't even think. I guess that counts as nude, huh? You know what? I can just turn off the slideshow for now. And at some point I will... Actually, you know what? Yeah, screw it. I'll leave it off for now. I know, nipples are the devil. Especially female nipples. Society. Well, it's a mature channel that I'm on, man. Like, golly. Woo. Alright. Try moving over this way. And freeze everything and break it all. Awesome. Thank you, Karma. I'd rather be safe. I don't want to have my channel deleted for something so silly as drawings that might not be clad enough for some people's taste. Or drawings of people that are not clad enough. I guess the drawings are fine. It's the people in the drawings that are indecent. Just looking for some character reference, because I'm redrawing a character that I need to draw accurately. Let's see. At least accurately enough that it'll look like the same character on the next page. So how's everyone doing today? I hope we're all groovy. Yeah, no, I get that you're looking out for me, and I really appreciate it. Again, I was just like setting up my OBS really quick, and I just basically dumped like a whole folder. I was like, oh yeah, cool, I can go through all my pictures and pick ones, or I can just put all my pictures there. Why not? Seems easy. But yeah, getting my count cut off would be super duper lame. Hey Lindsay, could you do me a favor when you get a chance? Could you just run that camera for me? Yeah, it'll stop when it hits the run out mark. So Karma, what are you up to? And can you hear me okay? Am I loud enough? Too loud? Oh yeah. Yeah, I do have my better camera is actually plugged into the front right now. The music is a tad too loud. Alright, so I guess my speaker volume wouldn't be the problem, it would be my player volume, right? Maybe? Is that better? On the music to voice ratio. I'm not exactly sure how that works, if it's internal or music. A little bassy. I'm just a little bassy. Cool. All right. Thanks. So I'm wondering if I pull out the USB now and just swap it around to the back of my computer. I'm wondering if that's gonna like kill my stream or mess up my settings, or I don't know. I think I might just sacrifice it for now and try that on the next stream. Also, I'm gonna tilt my camera a little. Just a tiny bit. Alright, it's gonna be like an earthquake for a second because I don't have a proper, like, arm for this camera. It's kind of ghetto rigged, so here, I'll show you. Oh, I can't see what's going on. Oh, it froze up. Why has everything got to freeze like that? I guess, yeah, it's all ghetto. I don't know. Like found this weird stand in a trash or something. Anyway. I think Ale O2. Oh yeah, she's got these big sideburn-like hair frillies that come down next to her ears. Her elfy ears. Yeah, I'll have to wait till the next stream. Okay. Yeah, the back ports, right. Yeah, my problem is just getting the USB cord like this far out was it was pretty stretched. So I might have to get like extensions or something. Yeah, I think I do have USB 3 ports in the back, but I think there's something wrong with them. I don't really know. I'm gonna mess with it between streams. I'll see if I can get it running on the USB 3. I'm wondering if I use like a extension cable, a USB extension, if that will interfere with it at all. I guess it shouldn't. I mean, that's what they're meant to do, but I don't know. It seems kind of like diluted. And my USB port's in the front of my computer. That was just like a little like add-on that I put in through my like drive bay, and they're connected to my motherboard through SATA cables, so they're like not even directly connected to my motherboard at all, so it's probably a little not so awesome. Maybe I have autofocus on? Yeah, I guess so, right? Huh. Can you see this okay? I mean, it's a pretty light drawing so far, but this one is actually keeps freezing up. Maybe my lighting on out. Doesn't look that crisp. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely some things I'll have to figure out between streams, I think. You can see the pencil work fine. Cool. Awesome. Most turn it off and adjust the distance for a more clear picture. Alright, let me see if that'll... Okay, so the camera is freezing, but the audio is not. I might have my encoding bitrate, like, just set a little too high, I guess. So turn off autofocus. Knocking stuff over. Awesome. Does that still look focused good, even though autofocus is off? This song is awesome. I want to blast it, but I don't want to drown out the sound of my annoying voice. So it will display. Yeah, actually, I am getting that. CPU usage, high encoding CPU usage. Consider turning down settings. It is red. My voice is mellifluous. Mellifluous. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment because I'd rather not be insulted right now. Mellifluous. I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. I hate not knowing a word. I have to know. Of a voice or words, sweet or musical, pleasant to hear. Aw. Thanks. Sweet. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, encoding. So settings, broadcast setting. No, encoding settings. We're at 1900. Oh yeah, every now and then I'm dropping down to like 18, even 17. Maybe I'll try it at 15. Let's see what that does. Right, so I think I'm holding above 1500 kilobytes per second. Seems like it. Do let me know if it starts jittering or stuttering or doing any of the weird stuff. And is my camera not contrasty enough? I feel like it's not contrasty enough. Ah! Too much. Let's see. How does that look to everybody? All right. Is it cheating that I already started this drawing and that now I'm just like kind of hardlining it? I often do that in like separate goes. I use my soft, mushy pencil line. Take a moment to adjust it. After you stream, you might want to try a different server too. Oh, there's like... Oh, it looks fine again. Maybe it just took a minute. I'm gonna try a different server. I didn't even know. Yeah, no, it's saying. Now it just said that red error message again. I'm gonna try it all the way down to just like 1,000 kilobytes a second. Alright, maybe now it will stop. Is it just like jittering? Is that what you said? Stuttering in the camera. It's out every night at 1 a.m., so I swapped to Chicago, I think, or New York. Oh, okay, got it. It's freezing. It could be your camera, but soon the audio is fine. Yeah, so actually I didn't know. There was like the two closest servers that I could think of. One was Seattle, and one was San Francisco. I had no idea which one would be better, but I feel like Seattle is definitely closer to me. Can I switch servers in the middle of a stream, or... Whack. It still says consider turning down settings. I'm all the way down to like 1,000. Don't switch in the middle. Okay, cool. I'll try... Yeah, I'll just try Seattle next time. Thanks. Yeah, I gotta learn about all this stuff, but I don't know. This is like my first time even attempting to stream. I actually got two little webcams with my... we have a Patreon campaign going, and it's to support our publishing company, Oneshi Press. And we're publishing a whole bunch of works and art books and stuff. We're treating it like a subscription. Whoever supports our Patreon is one of our subscribers, and they'll get all kinds of cool stuff. So that's supporting my streaming, and also a bunch of other little endeavors. Like I got a cool little handheld 3D pen, which maybe I'll stream that sometime. My idea was to make little 3D sketches to give as, like, I guess you'd call them perks to our subscribers. Like at a certain, level, like maybe people that are subscribed at $10 or more a month will get a little 3D sketch or something. So anyway, because that's paying for this and, other stuff, and hopefully will become something that will continue to grow, I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm just gonna bring it up every now and then. Shameless self-promotion. I mean, it's my stream, I can do that, right? I guess as long as it's not, like, annoying. It's just like a rat skirt that's tied in the front. Of course. Of course, what? Of course I'm annoying, or of course I can shamelessly self-promote on my own stream? Maybe a little bit of both. One thing I'm really good at, better at than I am at drawing, is tearing myself apart. But I'm sure that that's not unique to me. Creative types generally have a tendency for self-deprecation. Self-promotion, yay, okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the encouragement. I'm always worried that, like, if I don't self-promote, I'll just have to get, like, regular jobs and stop, you know, having time to dedicate to my arts. But if I do self-promote, I'll, like, lose any chance of an audience that I have because, like, I don't know, you're not supposed to do that or something. I don't know why I feel that way. I don't feel that way, but I feel like people sometimes think that it's like it's uncouth or something, you know? Bro, did he just promote his own work? Not cool. No one else is gonna do it for me. Well, that's not true, actually. Sometimes some people are pretty chill about that. Karma the Goat is now hosting me. Woo! Thanks, Karma. You're awesome. I totally wasn't angling for you to host me. That's not what I meant about, you know, self-promoting and other people promoting. But I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. I've never been hosted before. Probably should have made a more clear design on the head of her staff. So now I have like three different drawings of it, and they all look kind of a little different. But I could always go in at the end with Photoshop and cheat, and make them all a little more consistent. Sometimes I do that. A lot of my work is very digital, very mixed. Not ashamed of it. I was thinking that for my first stream, I would just was trying to host before the talking, but I'm in the middle of a game healing, so I'm off and on watching. Oh, okay. I'll just continue talking, and hopefully, you know, some of my words will get heard by someone, and, you know, hopefully the ones that don't come out as well won't get heard. So, it's all good. I feel like she needs a little more. Aw, you're my first follower. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I've been meaning to stream for a while. I couldn't get it together to figure out the technology, and I don't know. Like, my head is just filled with programs for, visual art and all the Adobe programs and all my web design programs, and I was like, do I have to learn something new? Come on, I'm still trying to continue learning these other things that I have to use regularly, and here's this whole new thing, and I guess I was a little nervous. Also, I had no idea if I would like the idea of, like, working on a drawing, like, while someone is watching, but it's just like drawing, really. Um, like the staff. Thank you. Yeah, it's supposed to be fairly simple. These characters are all, like, refugees from various nations that were attacked and destroyed, and they're kind of like living out above cliffs in, like, a tropical area near the beach. So they're all kind of like, doing their simplicity thing. They're also elves. They're not human. Although in this story they're actually called Elvareshian, or Elvareshi. A little bit of a distinction. I also figured I wouldn't, like, tell anyone that I was going to stream, because this is probably going to just go horribly. So I didn't, like, post it on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that. held my pencil too tightly, like a madman. I might have to put on my thumb immobilizer. Destroying my thumb. And my pencil! Yeah, definitely mechanical pencils on my friends. This one's a bit small though, so I end up holding it like this, but I kind of always do that. It's like something about the way I can like control the. Then when you press down and you're like holding it like that, it's just all in here, and in here it gets like so messed up. His little flap fold over. Yay. Okay. And talk to myself while I'm doing this, so, you know, don't be fooled. I'm not saying anything important. Attendees, pick, nothing fancy, just really prefer them. Used the same shell since 2004. Nice. Yeah, I really like. I love having a mechanical pencil that just lasts for like years and years and years. Now I have about 3 of these. They're, what even are they? I just recognize them by sight. M301s, MP by Zebra. Anyway, I just found that I tend not to break these, and I break everything else, because I'm just way too heavy-handed. But I have like 3 of them just so that when I go someplace and I bring my sketchbook, I can like draw and not worry about running out of lead or having to carry it separate. So I just like always have like 3 loaded ones. But yeah, I totally love the idea of like having something like that that to other people might be like practically disposable. These are 0.5, yeah. Yeah, things that like other people would just like use and lose and abuse and get rid of, like it's like the longer I can keep it, the better I feel about it. And like, you know, the power of an object. It's what power you give it. If you don't give it any power, not gonna have any. When you make it special, then it can affect you. Like, oh, I'm using my special pencil that I've had for like 11 years. Fucking A, right? That's totally gonna affect you. Oh man, I curse a lot. Am I gonna get in trouble? Probably not, right? This is a mature stream, which means I can be immature, right? I can't decide if I want this dude wearing pants or not. Under his little cool skirt wrap thing. Fucking A-right, I'll curse all the fuck I want. So I use my 0.5 for like detail lines, and then I have like, I think this is like a 1mm. Yeah, this is like 2mm. So I use this for doing like my light lines, so I can like just really softly sketch in and erase easy. And then when I'm all done, it's almost like inking. Like I'll go over it really, really hard with my really sharp, fine, you know, steel-tipped, there we go, steel-tipped pencil, so. I know why I wanted to give him pants. Because I didn't feel like drawing knees, because knees are freaking hard, man. And the more I learn anatomy, it doesn't get easier. It just makes me better equipped to be more self-critical. Fucking knees. Really stop and study knees. They're just like lumpy, amorphous messes. They make no sense. It's all these fucking bumps and protrusions and geometry and like planes that look like they shouldn't meet up and then do. Which is great. It's just, you know, pain in the ass to draw them out of your head. I probably should just be using reference, but most of this book that these, yeah, so detailed or no detail at all, or like sometimes like a weird mixture of both, like detailed but in ways that like don't really make sense, you know, like I don't know, it's just like weird bumps but like really smooth at the same time, and you can only really see them from a certain angle. Knees. I mean, you know, I'm very grateful for knees, and I have a decent pair of knees, and I'm totally thrilled about that. They're for sure like one of the hardest things for me to learn how to draw. Some knees have faces, ooh, but they look like noses. I'm totally gonna think that every single time I look at a set of knees now. Just gonna like walk around with like an extra pair of sunglasses, and when someone's like sitting down, just like prop it up on their knee and walk away. And try not to get punched. Maybe I shouldn't do that to strangers. Probably not okay. I mean, as a general rule, don't mess with strangers. It's not nice, right? Tiny little hands, too. They're hard. Noses. That's pretty good. I approve. I can actually use my hand for reference on my OBS. Awesome! And hands are weird too. And I have particularly lumpy hands, I feel like, so... makes it even weirder. I think my next thing that I'm gonna get with Patreon expenses the next time I like pull from Oneshi Press for an expense will probably be a drawing board, because like this Masonite thing that I'm using and my Masonite mouse pad, I mean, it's just kind of wobbly. I guess my webcams seem okay. They're set up well. Yeah, drawing board. Yeah. I mean, I thought of making one too, but like, I really want one that has like a really hard, like, slick surface, you know? I guess it is kind of stupid to like buy a board for like $40 though, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, some of them are even more than that, I'm sure. This is actually just like a piece of like, what do you call it? Gesso board for like painting on, and I just didn't use it. And I was like, one day I was like, oh, I want to draw, but I don't have any hard surfaces, so I just like taped a piece of paper to the gesso board, and then I was like, hey, this is actually brilliant. It's pretty sturdy, it's lightweight. So I've just been like using this as my makeshift art table. I'm like propping it up on my computer setup, which is a folding table. And a little shelf that I put on the folding table that's holding my monitors up. Because you know what? I'm going to spend all my money on my computer parts and not spend any money on my computer setup, because that makes sense. Oh no, high encoding CPU usage. Consider turning down settings. But I'm at like 1,000. It's so weird though, because like it shows kilobytes per second, and half the time I'm up around 3,000. Then every now and then it just ducks down to like 900, and probably, I guess that's normal as long as it doesn't stay glitchy. Just have to find a piece of a reference. And probably many of these images that I'm using for reference are going to end up in my little slideshow when I finally get around to remaking it. It's going to be the coolest slideshow ever. Probably not though, but it'll be cool, I'm sure. It'll be what it needs to be. Leave it where it is. It can do that if you have some things running in the background. at all. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've got like, I mean, between the two webcams and other programs that I have open, and webcam controllers, and then like other tabs in Firefox, and frankly, I'm surprised it's doing as well as it is. And then I'm using Media Player to like play my music, which probably also hogging up some CPU usage. think in a few minutes I'm going to take a short little break. wonder if people ever do like sketchbook show and tell on Twitch, like just flipping through your sketchbook and being like, oh look, and this is the thing that I drew that time, blah blah blah, and this is that other thing, and blah blah blah, you know, like, I don't know. That could be fun. Like maybe if my thumb starts hurting me and I'm like, oh, I need to take a break from drawing, I'll just show some stuff I already drew. I do have lots and lots of stuff that I've already drawn that no one has seen. Or at least that not many people have seen. You've done that on accident to show some of your work? I mean, like, accidentally flip through your sketchbook on a stream? Curious how you mean it. There's such a lag also on the chat thing to video that I'm not always sure what a comment is in reference to. Also, I don't always realize when there's a new thing. Did I just clear the chat? Oh, son of a... That's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is see if I could find some kind of like option to make the chat like ding or something when I get a new thing. So I had to make my pages censored, so I remember not to show those. Oh yeah. How do I pop out my viewer list, and how do I get it to not be popped out anymore? God. Yeah, I think I have certain sketchbooks that like I know are pretty much like safe. But is that just because your channel isn't set to mature, or is that like in general, like on Twitch you can't have nudity even if you're set to mature? I guess mature is just like language, like you can curse, right? So annoying. You can play the most violent, gory stuff you want, and that's fine. But if you show a woman's nipple, that we have to take a stand about. Because, what? Women are evil temptresses? Like, what is the message there? Or is it just their nipples? I think it's silly. Gotta make this guy scruffy. In general, nudity isn't allowed. Some tasteful stuff has been removed as well as some very gorish stuff. Some streamers aren't punished. Yeah, I'm not like talking smack about Twitch at all. Like, I don't really. I'm still not very familiar with Twitch's like how they do their stuff and their moderating. I just meant socially in general. Like, it's just so weird that there's such a like thing about it, and I think all it does is just perpetuates there being a thing about it. I also tend to ramble when I draw, so. Karma, you're my only friend. Somebody else needs to talk too. Well, you know what? Screw it. I don't need more people. I just need quality of people. Karma the goat. That's enough quality for me. That right there. Seriously, you've helped me figure out a lot about the streaming process already, so I really appreciate it. Yay! The question is, do I want to draw the background into this, or do I want to draw the background separately so that I can composite it and add some extra like depth and stuff? And then I can scale these characters up or down in my frame however I want. So all of these little pieces of artwork need to fit around text. Let's see if I can put up on my screen. I'll show an example of what the finished pages look like. I think if I can make a slideshow while streaming. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to try it anyway. Let's see. I wonder if I can do like a multi-select thing. Whoa! That didn't work the way I thought it would. Turn it off. Kill it. Kill it with fire. I guess I'll just have to make one for next time. I'm learning so much. I think I can actually take my other slideshow, though, that's already set up the way I like, and perhaps, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add file to my old slideshow and get rid of all the stuff that's on there. and then just turn that slideshow back on. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So this is just one section from the book that I'm working on. And I'll have that up in just a second. I think. As long as I do this right and don't break everything. Why? Oh, it's lagging. Okay. Alright, calm down there, buddy. Do it once, and wait for it to load. I blew it up, didn't I? Oh, why is it so huge? Because the images are huge. Why are they huge? Alright, this is not gonna work. These are like all huge 300 like DPI images. I thought that I'd be able to scale it down. Damn it. I'll get that set up before my next stream. It'll be fine. Just not right now. Alright, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw the background for this on another page. Then I'm gonna combine them all in Photoshop. And actually, maybe the next time I stream, I'll stream my Photoshopping. It's gonna be a process, and I've got a few pages that need drawings added to them. What I've been doing is like printing out my pages so that I see where my space is for my drawings, and then drawing them separately and then bringing them back into Photoshop and adding them in. It's been a very, very long, intensive process working on this book, but it's almost done. Alright, I'm going to cheers. It's still streaming. Just a quick second. How are you doing? Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything? No alien invasions, no zombie apocalypse. Hey, this actually kind of works flat like that. Let's see. Maybe I can just angle this out a little. Whoa, sorry guys. Sorry about the earthquake. Now I'm drawing with the webcam right in my face. That's not cool. I'll draw under it. Actually, I wonder what I should do with this background. Let me check what page it's going on and see how much space I have to work with. It is going all the way down here on like page 117 or something, I think. This is actually a bit narrow. My placement for it is a bit wider, like that. So maybe I'll do the background on a separate page. Where's my little thingy? I have a thing. Yeah, this'll do. It's thing-like. Oh no, I'm hitting keyboard buttons. That's not good. I guess it's about... Yeah, so I never really learned how to use a ruler. But, you know. Whatevs. Sometimes, you know, like, you need certain skill sets to do what you're doing, and some skill sets are more or less necessary depending on what it is you're doing, you know. Some people are like wicked awesome with a ruler. Alright. So, this is gonna be, I guess, somewhere out on the beach. Aleo2's camp. I think beach this way, water that way. Some bluffs in the background. Like... nice arcing composition there. Whoa, did I listen to that whole album already? Alright. No more Zelda. We will go for Final Fantasy. Do I want Distant Worlds or the grand finale? I think Distant Worlds. Yeah. Is it playing? So give me some nice sky and some cool shore to play with. Some rocks in there. Happy little rocks. That's what we need. Listen to their music. These are such triumphant rocks. So, where'd that let go? Alright, that didn't work. Just lost a huge chunk of my graphite. Alright. Whatever, wasn't meant to be. This pencil is like, I don't know, like 20 years old. It's just one of those things. Maybe like 15 years old, but still. Rocky coast of Rendaraia. Kelpie high water mark where all the seed and shit washed up. I get the dark spot on the shore where the sand is wet but not underwater yet. Whoa, I can watch myself drawing on the screen and draw from the screen instead of looking at my sketchpad. Oh, but it doesn't work when there's lag. so intense. Listen to their background music. I feel like maybe an island? Nah. So maybe the next time I stream, I will take the foreground image that I was drawing, this one, the background image that I'm drawing now, this one, and put them together in Photoshop and put them on my page and antique it as part of my live stream. But of course that time I will, whatever time that is, I will do a little announcement first on the Facebook and the Twitter and on the Patreon feed and all that other stuff to make sure some people knows about it. And hopefully a few people will be like, yo, let's go watch that, because, you know, we care and stuff. That would be cool. Thanks, James. James disappears back into the stream. The stream? What's a stream, James? How are you gonna just disappear back into the stream without telling me what a stream is? I'll never know. Music like this makes my pencil line feel all fast and heroic. purple heart. I feel like that looks really blurry, because like I'm seeing a lot more detail when I look down at my page than when I look up at my monitor. Maybe there is something to be done with my webcam. I don't have autofocus on. Maybe it's... fuck it. But then a slow song comes on and it makes me feel all like drawing all slowly. It's not cool. pretzels all over my page. Gosh. I'm out of juice.
Blessed by love.
So, question of lighting. I feel like I want the light coming from this way for that drawing. This is the foreground. Lighting from that way. And this background. Alright, Final Fantasy. You're cool, but you're not really doing it for me right now. Maybe it's just not the right Final Fantasy. Maybe I should, like, put on Google Play and just blast, like, Feeling Good in the 90s or something. I doubt anyone would notice. Making myself laugh. Trying. Stop. Don't mess it up. Change me. Seditious Sparrow. Welcome to Twitch. Thanks, Seditious Sparrow. Great name. How are you doing tonight? James sent you. That James is such a cool guy. James Groening, I'm assuming, right? Not some other James. Could be other Jameses. Yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's a really cool guy. He's a great artist. He actually sent me. He's the worst. Ha! I don't believe that. He convinced me to start streaming. And this is my first one. So, do you know James in person or just through Twitch? I'm always really impressed with how like big and tight-knit the like community on Twitch is. But I'm assuming since you said he's the worst, you probably know him in person. Just through Twitch? Cool. Are you a artist or a gamer or both, or just like watching, or just curious? Yeah, there's a lot of really nice, really cool people here. Mostly watch, yeah. I actually spent a lot of time just like watching other people's feeds or streams rather, and yeah, it was pretty cool, just like hanging out in the chats, talking to people. You do play games, but you don't stream, though. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I mostly was watching for a while. I was actually pretty nervous about streaming. So I thought, you know, if I just don't announce that I'm streaming and just like go on for my first time as like a little practice dry run, I have nothing to worry about. But it's kind of different. Like, if someone was like standing behind me, like looking over my shoulder while I was drawing, you know, I'd be all like, all nervous and not really able to, like, you know, do what I'm trying to do. But for some reason, like, yeah, I mean, basically it's all just like text in a chat room, you know. So like, I don't really feel actually like there's no like visceral connection to being watched, you know. It's kind of weird. It's all psychological. The hardest part was actually all the like technical difficulties of just trying to get my stream going, trying to have all like my webcams working, and you know, that I'm still gonna have to get used to. It took me the better part of the afternoon to just finally get everything working as well as it is, and I still kind of wish it was working a bit better. A lot of lurkers, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been like, I have an eye on like how many people are watching and on and off. It's been pretty much fluctuating like around 4. Like sometimes I'll look and it'll say like 2 people, sometimes it'll say like 4 people, and I'm sure they're not like the same people. Like some people just come on and lurk for a little bit and then like split. But like on some of the people that I follow streams, you know, just from like the chat rooms, like I've actually made friends with other people, and that's been really cool, you know. So I'm like hoping that if I get my stream going and, you know, have my game figured out, like I would love to, you know, have some of that stuff happening in my chat, you know, just people like talking to each other and stuff. But again, first stream, I can't expect too much, I guess, you know. And I definitely don't mind lurkers. Like if somebody is, you know, into watching but just doesn't have much to say or whatever, that's cool. The community aspect, yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot more like a community than I expected it to. That's really cool. No, do you mean like as, are you saying that like as opposed to other communities? Like are some of the other ones not, or some of the other genres like not as much of a community as creative? Gaming, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really checked out much of the gaming, so I was wondering about that, like if gamers are as like friendly. But I know, like, a lot of people when they're gaming, right? It's like competitive. You probably get into that like competitive spirit. It's probably pretty easy. But I've never checked it out, so I was just wondering. The chats on a lot of gaming streams tend to be a lot more, say, volatile. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I know whenever I'm playing a game, I tend to be a lot more volatile. Depending on the game, I guess. Yeah, trolly people. Yeah, I think probably a lot of like creative types are just, they can be sensitive. Like I'm pretty sensitive, and I think like if someone was like being really trolly up in my chat, I'd probably just block them. So I think like that's, I've seen a lot of people like block people for things like that on creative, and I think like that just kind of, limits the amount of people that are going to be trolling around. Like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I like to guess. I guess at things. I could be way off. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you'd written. Am I using graphite? Yes, I'm using HB graphite in both 5mm or 0.5mm and 2mm. Let me see these. Because it's graphite, it's very like glary, and the page starts to curl a little. Like, no matter which way I hold it, part of it's going to be in glare. Gotta figure out how to make like a some kind of notifications sound when someone like writes on the chat or something, like a little like ding, so I know to look up. Because otherwise, like, I could just be looking down at my drawing for like a half an hour, and someone could have like written to me, and you know. It's probably a setting, I'm sure, right? Totally in the zone. Yeah, it's true. I just gotta like remember to look up every now and then. Not something I normally have to do when I'm just like drawing by myself, you know. Also gotta get used to having this webcam like right by my head. What's looking like? Alright, so I've got my foreground characters. And I've got my background. Yeah, these characters, they're all part of a story. It's actually, so, okay, there's this really long, epic, big story that is like been a work in progress for like 20 years that I've been working on with my best friend, and more recently we now have like 5 people working on it with us. And from that story, there's like tons of different civilizations, regions, like types of people, all different kinds of like non-human species, and um, within that, there's a side story, I guess. And this book that I'm currently working on, that's almost done, is it's a side story from this like greater story. So these are all characters that I came up with. Um, and I think the next time I stream, I'm going to composite these 2 images together and then put them into a page with text and composite that. I'll probably do that on Photoshop. So yeah, these are all just different characters from the same story. I've got like infinite, well, uncountable number of sketches of like all the different, just people. A lot of them are scenes specifically from the story, and some of them are just like, examples of what people from a different race or culture might look like. And there's a pretty good amount of reoccurring characters. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I even get into like trying to figure out like how their tech works, how their buildings are made, and what kind of things they use, and it's yeah. Original characters I usually draw from my head. Um, a lot of times I draw when I'm like out. Like I used to live in Brooklyn. I worked in Manhattan, so I commuted a lot. So I got used to like just drawing on the train, and I'm not gonna like sit there with like reference out and all that stuff. So and gave me like 2 hours a day to draw. So I just got used to drawing out of my head. And it's a lot easier when you're drawing your own characters. I like it too. It forces me to like study things more when they're in front of me. Like there's times that I'm like on a train drawing or on a bus drawing, and I'm like, crap, what is that supposed to look like? Oh man. And then, like the next time I see it, I'm like, I'm gonna remember you foul detail that I can't quite grasp. I think the world is, to me, a much more interesting place when you're studying it as opposed to just moving through it. Well, it's a neat thing to tell myself when I'm really just too lazy to have reference. Yeah. Yeah, noticing so much more. It's like easy to take that for granted, but there's so much going on that like you could just not notice. There's a lot of, there's a lot to appreciate. I think it's easy to just forget to appreciate. Well, I think my foreground and my background are, I think, complete. It feels about right. So I think I'm going to call it a night on my first stream. Everybody who popped in and popped out or stuck around, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope I'll be more together next time I stream. And yeah, I hope some of you come back. Thanks a lot. Have a great night. Oh, thank you, Karma. Thank you, Seditious. Or thank you, Sparrow. I guess Sparrow is, if I'm going to abbreviate it, probably better. Call someone an adjective. Well, thanks, guys. Take care. How do I close my stream? Stop streaming.